Good evening, YouTube. This is Tired Metalhead Weatherman. I hope you guys are all doing all right. Hopefully, you've had a good weekend. It's been pretty hectic the last few days for me, but but on the bright side, I just came to realize something today that this video that I'm recording right now will be my 100th video. I started posting. I think I started posting videos up in March. So 3 months, a little over 3 months in, we're already at 100 videos. Absolutely insane. But we have some very pressing business to attend to here right now. Yeah, you see this little red box out here that's talking about a moderate risk of severe storms that's ongoing right now in the Ohio Valley. And there's a very big concern for very strong, significant damaging winds today. It's also a bit of a tornado threat as well. So we're pretty much going to be covering all of this in the video tonight. I know there's other days of severe weather ahead, but I covered them in yesterday's video. There'll be a card. I'll have a little card over here in the corner of the screen if you want to have a quick link to that. But let's get right into it. So a little bit earlier today, we were up to an enhanced risk by this morning, and by this afternoon, before the severe weather threat had gotten started, we have now been upgraded to a moderate risk. We start out with a categorical. Our moderate risk is including areas of Fort Wayne. I'm thinking my family in Springfield might be involved, or this might be just to the north of you, but you're still in that enhanced risk, so be careful tonight, you guys. Shout out to my family in Ohio. Columbus, you're also involved in that enhanced risk, but our biggest area of concern is an area just to the east of Chicago towards the Great Lakes, and then the northeasternmost part of Indiana and the northwesternmost into central Ohio. And we even have a small sliver of southern Michigan involved as well in that moderate risk. So let's take a look at our hazard types. Tornado threat hasn't really changed. We have some threat. We also have that slight risk over here in the Dakotas and hanging a little bit into the Wyoming and Montana areas, mainly to the eastern half of that. But there's a tornado threat there. Tornado threat in the Ohio Valley. Nothing's really changed with that. No real sort of major change here. But our big concern, we're just going to go straight into it. It's the wind threat. This area here, right here, is a 45% chance of damaging winds greater than 65 knots, 70 miles an hour possible in this little pink, purplish, or magenta area, I would call it even. And then, of course, in our hatch, we also have our enhanced risk in the hatch area, so we'll have to watch these guys super close too. I'm really concerned about areas around Fort Wayne and to the east of Chicago, and maybe just to the west of Columbus. Then we look at the hail threat. The hail threat's not very impressive. This is mainly going to be a damaging wind type deal. Let's go ahead and take a look at any warnings, what kind of warnings we may have right now. Right now, we don't have any tornado warnings issued. It's all severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment, which is a good thing. But we all know that things can change very quickly. And also, I want you guys to take note of this heat wave that we've got going on here. There's heat. All of these this area here that's covered in the orange, those are heat advisories. And so basically, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. These heat advisories are basically telling you it's extremely hot outside and there's high dew points, so if you have a sensitive respiratory system or if you're going to be out doing strenuous activities, proceed with caution. So let's take a quick look at the watches we have up right now too. We're going to get pretty intricate with this since this is the only thing I have that I will be covering tonight. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that just got issued a few minutes ago in the North Dakota area. We have our tornado watch, which includes the city of Chicago and pretty much most of the eastern corner of Illinois, even extends into parts of Indiana here, mainly towards the northwest. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that stretches from Wisconsin all the way to Ohio. We even have Michigan and Indiana involved in that. And then towards southern Ohio, we have yet another severe thunderstorm watch. We're going to try and get an idea of what these watches may be looking like right now. Try to get some idea of the wording. I'm almost wondering if at some point today there might be a particularly dangerous situation watch issued, and that's kind of what I'm looking for right now, just in case. But looks like none of these are particularly labeled with a PDS watch. It all looks like these are pretty normal. I'm not expecting a PDS tornado watch of any kind, which is a relief, because this would become a real problem. And it looks like these storms are starting to develop, though. So we'll have to watch this over the next couple of hours in particular. Okay, so severe wind is pretty high. Moderate hail threat is moderate. I do expect that when these severe thunderstorms actually do pop up and we get a few warnings, we very well might have some considerable and destructive severe thunderstorm warning tags here. So definitely, if I were in that area, I would be taking very close heed. I would be taking heed to a lot of warnings, because more than likely these storms will be doing damage. So have your plan of action ready. And honestly, even if you're under severe thunderstorm warning, kind of treat it like a tornado warning, because once you get above around 60, 70 miles an hour, that does the same kind of damage as a small tornado, but also it does so on a wider scale. Whereas a tornado will probably be less than the average tornado is usually about what, maybe a couple hundred yards wide. A line of storms, you have damaging winds that stretches. You have a swath of damaging winds that stretch for miles. So it's pretty much the same thing in a sense, just maybe a little bit more widespread. Either way, take heed of the warnings. Have a way to get warnings in case power goes out or these storms happen late at night while you're sleeping. So we're now going to take a look at the HRRR, see what the radar could look like tonight. In fact, we're going to even go ahead and get a close-up view here. We're going to go for this little site here in the Ohio Valley. So far, it looks quiet, but these storms are just firing. I'm questioning whether or not the HRRR picks up on it quite yet. And it starts to pop up around 05Z, so this is going to be an overnight type event. I do think this line might be potentially bigger than this and more widespread in coverage, but either way, you can see almost that this little backward C shape. This is almost a telltale sign for damaging straight line winds. We also have some pretty impressive storms out ahead of it. Nothing really looking super cellular out ahead of the line, so the tornado threat is indeed minimal, but we still can't rule it out. And then tornadoes do sometimes tend to form on that line, especially towards that southern region, or maybe even towards the northern region where that low pressure is based at. So be ready for anything. That's all I can say to you guys tonight. We don't even really need to take a look at the soundings. We've pretty much been warning about this for a little while now. So, at the end of the day, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record player. Take heed of the warnings. Have a way to get your warnings. And have a plan of action if a warning is issued. There's no reason to be scared. Just be prepared. But that's all I got for this video tonight. It's real nice and quick for you guys. Definitely trying to make up for yesterday. But this is Tyre Metalhead Weatherman, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good night. Stay safe.